talk about this then, since we're on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
So because IYO lost the qualifier match, and the way that she lost, it was like, okay, they're definitely going to do a last chance match for her to get in, and that is the way that we're going to probably get IYO versus Rhea at WrestleMania. But I think that they've announced the final women's matches, the qualifying matches for the Elimination Chamber. And even if they haven't, it doesn't matter now, because we now know that Rhea is going to take on IYO Sky on the Raw after Elimination Chamber for the championship. So this is, I think, one of the reasons why there are people who are complaining about like what Triple H has been doing with the build up to this Mania, because I think a lot of people got their hopes up that this was what was going to be the women's world title match. Rightfully so, because they've what?
This was mine. I wanted this Mania.
Yeah, and there was other people as well, because they've teased it so much over the past year, right? And so then seeing, okay, IYO's not going to get another shot at it, and then being like, oh yeah, I'll face you after Elimination Chamber. It's like, okay, it seems kind of weird. That seems to completely rule IYO out. To be the Mania opponent. And at the same time, it feels like such a waste of a match to only have it on Raw, because this is like this should be a Mania match, in my opinion, or like a Big Four PLE, like at the very least.
It seems strange to me because this doesn't feel like a match you have with a clean victory. You know what I mean? So my mind's turning in that way, and I don't know why you wouldn't have just put she faced Liv, but I don't know. It's just a weird decision overall to have this be done after the Elimination Chamber on the Netflix episode. I just don't get it. I don't.
I think it was how they had her lose. The fact that Rhea accidentally disqualified her. That was like, okay, that feels like you're setting that up to be a match, or you're setting it up to be like, okay, IYO will get another chance, like a last chance to get into the match, like they've had for other qualifiers, and they're not doing that. So it kind of feels like maybe, and we talk about this because Triple H has said it, that he plans PLEs and whatever months in advance, and this is like his response to how people responded online. So he's like, okay, we're not going to have that at the Chamber, we're not going to do that match at Mania, but here, let's do it the Raw after the Chamber, because you guys want to see this match. And it's like, that's not what they want, though. They wanted to see this on the big stage because you've been teasing it for over a year, and you tease it again before the Rumble just last week, so it's weird. But I do think that's why Bianca's winning, because they've teased that too. They've teased Bianca versus Rhea, and how big of a match is that for the women? That's a huge match. That's also an easy way for her to drop the titles before the tag titles on a random SmackDown.
I was going to say that I do want to see that match as a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
But I'm clouded with the tag team titles being such in limbo right now, with the story of Jade, Naomi, and Bianca, that to throw that match at us, we still have to wrap up what's going on. Like, what? No, she's still attacked. Like, I want to know what's going on there first before. Well, I know they're gonna find a way to, connect it and all this. It may all like that's WWE. They're gonna do that job. But how I feel right now is that they need to finish up what's going on with that little tag team triangle.
Yeah.
Love triangle, whatever.
Well, I think there's like 6 or 7 weeks between Elimination Chamber and Mania. So that's a lot of time for them to figure that out. But then you do have the Jade Cargill situation where it's like, okay, where does she fit into all of this? Does she come back? Does she prevent Bianca from beating Rhea at Mania? And then that's how they kick their storyline off. Like, how does that go? I don't know, but it feels like of the girls that are in the Elimination Chamber and who would make sense to face Rhea, assuming that Charlotte picks Tiffany, then it feels like Bianca is the one that you would want to see the most, like nothing against Liv, but no one wants to see that now, even, me. And if she's going to go after tag titles and she's busy, and like Alexa just returned, Bailey,
we got Alexa Bliss in the
that's not
Elimination
happening
Chamber.
though.
I mean, no shit, but like, I mean, we still got her. Like, that's another thing that's got to get.
Yeah, but
ramped
I
up.
think Bianca is probably the way to go right now, because that feels like a Mania match. Like if we're not going to get what a lot of people wanted, which was IYO, then it feels like, okay, then Bianca, Final Boss thinks that Liv is winning the chamber, and Rhea IYO sent a screwy finish to make it a triple threat. I did see people saying that.
Okay, all right. If we get in a triple threat and we have to throw Liv in there, I get it, but wouldn't Liv and Raquel be so much better suited in the tag team division?
Well, and main event girl, I would say Liv is still a heel. But yeah, I also know that people hate triple threat matches for titles, because like I don't hate them. I'm not somebody that hates them, but I do think that they can be kind of messy, and that kind of takes away like how good of a match it can be. But I think if we got Bianca and Rhea, then I feel like, okay, I can't really complain, because that's going to be a banger. You know what I mean?